Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. And in the last episode, Rachel was comfortably enjoying a pot of tea at her domain when she sensed the presence of the ominous satellite slowly moving in orbit above the planet. And of course, she has travelled to Kagutsuchi to try and deal with the situation, and also possibly due in some small part to the continuing routine that is being enacted by the time shift phenomenon. Meanwhile, Valkenhayn, her manservant and devoted butler, has had his own ill omen, as it were, with the appearance of a rather peculiar emerald ghost that also seems to be aware of the satellite in question, and also seems to have a rather interesting history with Rachel Alucard and Valkenhayn themselves. But now Rachel is here in Kagutsuchi, and it seems that she didn't actually intend to teleport here per se.
I guess even you can make some mistakes, Princess.
You probably have less than 5 seconds to rephrase your words there, Nago. Too little too late, it seems.
Princess! Someone's coming!
Seems that Geek can spot an intruder from 5 meters away.
I have eyes, Ski. Now shut your ugly mouth before I remove it from your face.
And it seems that Nago's words have definitely put Rachel in a very irritable temperament. It's Carl Clover and the marionette known as Nirvana, or Ada Clover, as Carl would insist she be called.
Hello there, child. How do you do? Are you a witch? You came out of nowhere.
Carl is being surprised by the fact that somebody has materialized out of thin air. However, calling Rachel a witch is not the best choice of words there.
I beg your pardon? Clearly those ostentatious eyeglasses do your eyes no good. Perhaps they would serve you better forcibly inserted into your mouth.
Yeah, Rachel is definitely in a bad mood.
What do you think, sis? About this person?
That's actually an interesting question. How would Nirvana actually feel about Rachel Alucard?
Sis? What's the matter?
Milady, the guy's talking to a puppet. I think we should keep on walking.
Still depending on your sister at your age? How pitifully sad. How dreadfully irritating.
Once again, Rachel with the snarky comments there.
Dangerous? You're saying that person is dangerous?
But it seems that Nirvana actually does have an inkling as to Rachel's true power.
Who in the world are you? This has never happened before. Sis is reacting to someone other than myself. Have you ever heard of the word manners? Inquiring about a lady's nature is not only rude, it is the very height of impropriety. You're dangerous. I'm not really sure why, but you're a dangerous individual. My sister said so.
Well, points for observation there, Carl. And it seems like Carl and Nirvana are ready to fight. But I'm sure Rachel will not be an easy opponent to actually fall prey to Carl. So it's time for battle. Rachel Alucard versus Carl Clover. Should make for a fairly amusing fight, as Rachel certainly has a bag of tricks up her vampiric sleeves.
The wheel of fate is turning.
And unfortunately, yeah,
Rebel.
not so lucky with the slowdown, I'm afraid.
One.
You win some, you lose some. But,
Maybe another time.
try and keep Carl away
What are you
as
doing?
possible. Just threw out a tiny Lobelia there, but,
George the 13th.
should really... Ooh, Nirvana. Nirvana. Gotta stay out of Nirvana's reach, but oh,
Hey now. Now.
trying to summon George again. I don't want to keep using Slip Feed.
Sword Island.
Get over here. And there are actually people in the background.
Now.
Try and use
Now.
make Nago work overtime for this, and
Now. Don't come in. How's that?
I think I can only have 3 lightning rods at a time. 3 or 4.
Sword Iris.
Nah, you were. Yeah, it's amusing to see Nago turned into an electric chair. One that doesn't electrify Rachel, it seems. But I'm just toying around with Carl. I should probably stop doing that. Oh! You keep hitting Rachel before George can actually do his work. Nirvana is slowly running out of energy over there, and that's a good thing. I did not mean to do Sword Iris. Shocking indeed.
Don't underestimate. George the 13th.
I like
What?
it.
Yeah, kind of ate that one.
George the 13th. Get off of
You and your own little bag of tricks, Carl.
me. In. Now take care of it. Maybe another time.
If I can summon Jim... oh, I was trying to summon the Drosophila there.
In. Counter. In.
No, I don't want you to keep using wind attacks. I want to summon Impus Drosophila. Which is, yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but there we go. Oh, and you missed it. That's unfortunate.
Now take care of it.
Try and incapacitate Nirvana before Carl actually has a chance to use her, but
Sword Iris. Sword Iris. Don't come near me. Sword Iris.
well, it's oh, you blocked that one good.
George the 13th.
Try and pull you closer. There we go.
Finish.
Cheap you out with George the 13th, and certainly not quite an interesting fight as it should have been. It seems like the people on the platform are minding their own business.
Ha! You mean you thought you stood a chance against the princess?
Arrogance will actually get you nowhere there, Nago, even though you might be right in this instance.
What should we do with this boy, milady? Let's see.
It seems seems we have a choice to make. Well, we can either be on our way, or we can actually deal with them a little bit further. In this instance, however, I say we have more important fish to fry. We've already defeated Carl, so why not?
That he may live to regret his actions.
Indeed, so that he may think twice before challenging Rachel Alucard yet again.
The princess letting someone go?
First time for everything.
You have no idea how lucky you are.
I shall see you around, child. Good day.
I'm almost certain that they will inevitably meet each other again. Of course, Rachel using her teleportation abilities. And Carl is definitely in worse shape now. And Nirvana is silent as always.
Huh? Oh dear. It would seem I have arrived too late.
Impeccable timing there, Valkenhayn.
Madam Rachel is still on the move.
You should probably follow post-haste, although he does actually, well, I'm sure he's trying to determine where she is, but as long as she keeps moving ahead of him, it's not going to matter too much, unfortunately. But Nirvana is still here, which is interesting.
I'm terribly sorry. You are... It has been some time. I take it this young gentleman is your new master?
It seems that Valkenhayn is familiar with the Nox Nocturus known as Nirvana. Which would actually explain a lot because, believe it or not, Valkenhayn himself actually does have his own story to tell during the Dark War, some 90 years ago.
Having a master is rather difficult, wouldn't you agree? Here, allow me to...
I wonder how Rachel would feel upon hearing that particular opinion from you, of all people, Valkenhayn. However, it seems that Nirvana is intent on protecting Carl from any would-be assailants, whomever they are.
As cautious as ever, I see. But I am no longer your enemy.
It seems that Valkenhayn and Nirvana have their own history to share, the likes of which we are currently unfamiliar with. It seems that Nirvana actually is wary of Valkenhayn, again for reasons unknown.
Do not concern yourself. All that matters is that we can understand one another.
Well, that makes one of us, because anyone else, Nirvana actually remains silent and nobody can tell what she's thinking, let alone speaking, since Nirvana actually doesn't use human words or language. And yet Valkenhayn seems to comprehend Nirvana one way or another.
Let me see. I believe there's a rather skilled doctor in Orient Town. I believe that will be my next stop.
It seems that Valkenhayn is on his way to Lychee Fei Ling's clinic.
Would you care to join me?
It seems that Nirvana actually does have no sort of qualms about letting Valkenhayn take Carl to be, well, to be taken care of at the clinic. But, I believe the time has come to save yet again.
Who are you? Noel Vermillion. Are you...
And this is a particularly interesting turn of events. Jin Kisaragi and Noel Vermillion in the Cathedral Branch headquarters of Kagutsuchi.
Major Kisaragi! Please, hang in there. I'm calling a doctor right now.
Not really sure from this perspective whether they've already fought or whether Noel has just discovered Jin in his wounded state.
Why did the Major attack me? He seemed really disoriented. What should I...
And at that moment...
Oh, awake already, are you?
Interesting comment there.
Are you talking to me?
I see no one else here.
Rachel literally took the words right out of my mouth. It seems that Rachel isn't particularly amused to see Noel Vermillion here. But I'm going to end the episode here for the time being, and when we return, we shall see what business Rachel has with Noel Vermillion, if any. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.